Welcome to MMA Fan Guys. My name's Luke Bass, and welcome back to everyone who is already a subscriber to the channel. If you're not already a subscriber to the YouTube channel, please subscribe so you can see more great interviews, including the one coming at you right now. A personal friend of mine back on the show in Fight Week, soon to make her professional women's MMA debut, is the Waynesburg University's head women's wrestling coach, Karli Jo Thomas. Karli Jo, welcome back, coach.
What's up, Luke? How you doing?
Listen, I am always pumped. You and I are both coaches at Waynesburg University, so this is one Waynesburg University coach talking to another, except the coach I'm talking to is about ready to make her pro MMA debut. Congratulations. Your last amateur fight was an absolute masterpiece. You took out a lovely lady, truly a great woman, but also she was undefeated at 7-0 as an amateur, and you really challenged yourself. You showed that you are absolutely ready to not only compete at the pro level, but really take over. You are going to be fighting for a top-end regional promotion, CFFC, down there in Atlantic City. They're known to put on great shows kind of right down there near the boardwalk in Atlantic City. How are you feeling? Fight week, pro debut, just days away.
I'm feeling great. Just had a striking session with Chris. Just has got a couple more workouts left for the week. Just sharpening everything up, cutting weight, making weight, fighting. Feeling really good, really excited about it, and just really grateful to have the kind of opportunity that I do right now at really my first pro fight. I feel like this is an opportunity most people don't get till like really late in their career, not late in their career, but many more fights along than I have right now. So just feeling very blessed to be where I'm at this time.
Well, it's just wonderful to see your development from amateur now going to pro. We were talking, must have been at an event or something, but we were talking about recently about how good the women's team at Waynesburg looks. We'll talk about that more in the future another day, but you've had a lot of great commits. I follow you on Facebook, so congrats to you. Obviously, you're pursuing MMA, pro MMA, but it's also really wonderful to see you developing a brand new team on campus at Waynesburg. And so it's just really cool to see that. People should be following you and the Mat Factory, which is always great to follow on Facebook, but they should also be following, I think it's Waynesburg University Women's Wrestling. It's a page I follow. It's a great page. You update a lot on there, and you're always talking about new recruits. So we'll talk about that more later. We'll probably do a preview of the season in the fall, when we're getting ready for that, because that would be great to have you on. But let's talk about your opponent. You are fighting for CFFC, Cage Fury Fighting Championships, Letitia the Honey Badger Mole, which is somebody I've had on this show 3 or 4 times, both as an amateur and a pro. She's had a couple pro fights. I think she's also had some pro boxing. So she's known to be very well-rounded. What are your thoughts on her?
I'm so excited to fight Letitia. I mean, I'm always looking for the hardest fights, with where I'm at in my career. And I think she's a great test for me. And I'm just really excited just to kind of test my skill set against her. I feel like I've developed a lot since I've moved up here to Pittsburgh. And I know she's going to test me in all areas. She's a very well-rounded fighter. She's a great athlete. She's great conditioning. She leaves no stones unturned. I don't leave any stones unturned. So I'm just excited that we both get to, put on a show for the fans. I think win, lose, draw, it's gonna be a great fight for everybody.
Oh, that's without a doubt. It's going to be a very entertaining fight. Talk about the fact that, like, for you and knowing Letitia, I know she's going to draw that Eastern Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Allentown crowd. That's kind of where she's from. This is in Atlantic City. To them, that's a very easy drive. So for you, entering that kind of hostile environment, what do you think that's going to mean to you, and how do you think you'll kind of manage that and deal with that atmosphere?
Yeah, to be honest, Luke, I kind of like fighting away from home a little bit better than fighting at home. So I'm really excited for it. I know she's going to bring a big crowd. She's a big ticket seller, I'm pretty sure. So I'm kind of excited to experience that. I think it's good to kind of feel that little bit of that I guess fear, you if you want to call it that, of like being in that, not in your hometown, being in enemy's territory, and kind of facing that adversity and the anxieties that that might bring. I think it's great to experience that right in my first pro fight, especially under I guess you could say bigger lights than some at the point I am in my career. So um, I'm embracing all of the challenges that are coming with it. So
Well, that is wonderful. It's a great attitude to have. You've always been really strong on what you can control, the mindset of the fighter, not just your physical ability, but also how you condition your mind. And you've got a great mindset of that. Who is physically going to be in your corner for this historic, your pro debut, and also making the trip with you? Who's in your corner when you make your debut Saturday for CFFC?
so I'm gonna have Chris Williams, Isaac Greeley, Justin Patton. I think it's a great crew.
It's a great.
Those are the three guys in my life that make sure I'm ready to go. So I'm really really excited to have them all there at one time. It doesn't happen often because everybody's a bit busy sometimes. So I'm really grateful that for this time that my pro debut, Atlantic City, take a little road trip with the crew and hopefully get the job done out there.
Yeah, that's a dream team. I'll say that's a very handsome triple threat men
Oh
that you have
yeah.
in your corner, but it's also, I mean, they are all just such exceptional coaches. And I can't kind of wait to see what that is. I know that there's been some fights where Isaac is just Dr. Isaac really is just so busy. He doesn't always get to everyone, but that is great. I know it's a big priority to everybody to see your pro debut. Well, let's talk about the fact that we have kind of an option here. Do you want to give it an official prediction? You already predicted a very entertaining fight. I know that'll be true. Do you want to predict an actual outcome, or what are your thoughts on that? If not, we'll go to our next question.
Uh, Honestly, I don't really have a prediction. I'm kind of just gonna feel like see how the fight goes. Really, I think, like I said, I think it's gonna be a great fight. I don't think there's an I said this in actually in an earlier interview. I don't really think there's an easy avenue to beat Letitia, to finish Letitia. I think she's really well rounded. So, really, just not gonna rush anything. We're just gonna fight the fight and fight my fight, and that's kind of just gonna let the cards play out how they do.
Well, that sounds great. Can't wait to see how that all goes. Let's talk about your supporters. Who are your current list of sponsorships? A huge deal throughout your amateur career to build up your reputation, build up your brand, have people sponsor you. Now making your pro debut, more important than ever to get those sponsorships. So, who's on your sponsorship list going into your pro debut?
Yeah, so first want to shout out just my team, Yinzer Boxing, Chris Williams, of course, Matt Factory with Isaac, Chris Dempsey, Matt Schaefer, everybody there, all my teammates, Jaeger Strength and uh, Jaeger Sports Strength and Conditioning, and he is my strength coach. I just started working with him this fight, and I feel like he's really brought my game just to the next level. So big shout out to him and all he does for us. LCA Sports Management, our management team, getting me matched for this fight. They're a huge reason that I'm in this spot that I am. So definitely wouldn't be there without them. Very big shout out to my nutritionist Kyle Markle with Milo Nutrition. Makes my weight cuts easy and makes me feel great after the rehydration process. So big shout out to him. Then we have Selena Joe with Mojo Cosmetics and Tattooing. She does incredible work, very passionate lady. So if you ladies like to get your eyebrows done and your lips tattooed and all of that great stuff, she's your girl. JV Rigging, he's a new sponsor of ours. Me and Justin. We have what we need. Monarch Hospice, same thing with them, with Rich and them. Great people. It really took care of me and Justin these last couple fights for us. So big shout out to them. Go Green Windows and Construction, Russ and Larissa. You know how great they are. Been supporting us for forever now. Mogies with Kelsey and Jordan, always supporting me and Justin too. Elevation Medical Weight Loss. That's a sponsorship we got through Tom Kaiser. It's his fiance, her business. So big shout out to them. Really helped us out a lot recently. And Extra big shout out to Paula Media. Andrew Paula from 247. He takes all the pictures. He sponsored me for this fight. He follows me and Justin around every once in a while, takes pictures of us, cuts up videos for us. Does a lot of our media stuff. He actually just made a poster on Instagram. So if you go check out my Instagram, you'll see something recent that he made for me. He does incredible work. So that's all my sponsors. And that's a long list, but they deserve the recognition. They really, without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. Being a fighter is so expensive. You invest way more than you make. So.
Well, that is a great list. A big thanks from you, but also from me. I know from MMA Fancast how important it is for fighters, amateurs, pros, all the way up to get those sponsorships. So if you're watching this, listening to this, and you go and use any of those businesses, thank them and say specifically that Karli Jo sent you, because that really helps her. There's a lot of good connections, good relationships there, and that makes a big difference. I appreciate you squeezing in MMA Fancast on your fight week. It's been an honor to have you on. Can't wait to see what you do. CFFC this Saturday against Letitia, the Honey Badger Mole. Can't wait to see it. My special guest tonight has been Karli Jo Thomas. Thanks so much for coming on the show, Karli Jo. You take care, Coach.
Yep. Thanks, Luke. Talk to you soon.
Got it, of course.
Yep.